Begin.
Oh! Have you heard from Phil?
No, Eddie, no one's called on his phone.
Let's hang around in case he calls.
I'm tired anyway.
You know, he could walk in a second if it wasn't for the kid.
Well, you should have then.
Yeah, exactly, but he couldn't. So what am I talking about? It's just a guy like Phil. For all his appearances, this is what can make him nuts. If you're a guy like Phil, you don't ever forget about him. I mean, my little girl, she's a factor in every calculation I make. Big or small, she's a constant. You can imagine, right?
Stop. Talking, not behaving. Start.
Sure. I had and that was, well, rough, so I have some sense of it really in a very funny way.
What?
My abortion, I got pregnant. I wasn't sure exactly which guy. I wasn't going crazy or anything with a different guy every night or anything. And I knew them both very well. I just wasn't emotionally involved with either one of them, seriously. Though I liked them both a lot, which made the whole thing even more confusing on a personal level. And, in terms of trying to figure out the morality of the whole thing. So I finally had this abortion completely on my own, without telling anybody, not even my girlfriends. I mean, I kept thinking in my mind it wasn't a real baby, which it wasn't, but not a real person, but a fetus, which it was, and that I would have what I would term a real child later. But nevertheless, I kept having these nightmares, these totally unexpected feelings in which, in my dreams, I had these visions of this baby as this teenager, this totally handsome boy of real spiritual consequences.
Stop. Start.
Which now the world would have to do without. And he was always like a refugee, full of regrets, like this treasure that had been lost in some uncalled for way, like when a person of great potential is hit by a car. I felt I had no one to blame but myself, and I went sort of out of my mind for a while, so my parents sent me to Puerto Rico for a vacation. And I got myself together there enough to come home with my head on my shoulders, at least semi-straight.
Stop. Start.
I was functional anyway. Well, semi-functional anyway. But then I told everybody what had happened. I went from telling nobody to everybody.
This was...
What?
When?
Oh, long time ago, Eddie.
But that's what I was talking about, those feelings.
I know, I understood, see, that was what you meant, which was my reason for trying to make the effort to bring it up, because I don't talk about it that much anymore. But I wanted you to know that when you said that about your daughter, I, in fact, in a visceral sense, I knew what you were talking about.
So, I've already, I'm drawing a blank here.
These two guys?
Oh no, but it really messed you up though, huh?
Oh, well, I mean, for a while, but then I learned something from it too, I mean, it was painful, but I learned these things that have been a help ever since, so something good came out of it.
Sure.
What? What?
Nothing. No, it's just, nothing.
What?
Nothing, just,
What's going on, Eddie?
Well, no, I was just wondering,
What?
Whether or not it was a pattern, that's all.
No!
Hey, don't get irritated. You asked me.
You asked me. I mean, I was trying to tell you something else entirely.
I know that.
What's the point?
I'm aware absolutely what you're trying to tell me. And I heard it. But am I just supposed to like totally narrow down my whole set of perceptions, just filter out everything, just censor everything to support your intention? I made an association, and it was not an unreasonable association.
Oh, it was totally off the wall and hostile.
Oh,
and you know it's
hostile. What? Give me a break. What? I make a logical association. I'm supposed to accept your opinion that it isn't?
No.
Hey, well, that's all it was. It was an association. That's all it was.
Okay.
I mean, we have to talk about these things. Right?
No. What?
We have to talk about these things.
I'm hungry.
We have to...
I don't know.
No. We're talking about... Well, it's... it seemed to me a thought worth some exploration. And if I was wrong...
That's the line that's hard for you.
And I'm choking on it. Yeah, it's going to kill me.
It's hard for you to apologize, isn't it?
Not at all. I do it all the time.
Oh, no, you don't. Not in my world.
I'm the most apologetic prick on the planet. Live with it.
Give me a break.
Anyway, you know, it just seemed to me a thought worth some exploration. And if I was wrong and I misjudged, I'm sorry.
It's just something I'm sometimes very sensitive about.
Sure. What? Oh, the abortion.
Yeah!
Sure. Oh, okay, you okay now? You feel okay?
I'm hungry. You hungry?
I mean, it's just something that we just have to talk about. Otherwise, we'll have all this unspoken shit following us around. Hey, you want to go out and eat? Hey, let's go out. What are you hungry for? Hey, how about Chinese?
Sure, that's fine. I love the seaweed.
Hey, we go to Mr. Chow's. Treat ourselves right.
I love Mr. Chow's. Oh, that's great. I love Mr. Chow's.
I mean, you want Chinese?
Sure, I love Mr. Chow's.
Well, we could go some other place. How about Mama Song?
Sure.
Well, which one do you want?
It doesn't matter to me. Surprise me.
Stop. Don't stop behaving.
Oh yeah, I'll try.
Start.
Why should I have to pick one? I mean, you know.
Do it. Just pick one. Call one. Either.
I don't want to just pick. I just want to guess. I just want to do what you really want.
That's what I really want.
I mean, why should I have to guess? I don't want to guess. What if I picked the wrong one?
You can't pick the wrong one, Eddie. Honestly, I like them both the same. I like them both exactly the same.
Exactly.
Yes, I like them both.
I mean, how can you think you like them both exactly the same? One is French and one is Chinese. They're different. I mean, there is different acts. What is the world? One big blur out there to you in which anything that bears some resemblance to something else is just automatically put at the same level in your hierarchy? The only thing they have in common, for Christ's sake, is that they're both restaurants.
Are you aware that you're yelling?
My voice is raised for emphasis, which is a perfectly legitimate use of volume, particularly when I evidently have to break through this goddamn cloud in which you're obviously enveloped, where everything is just this blur, totally void, almost rudimentary sort of distinction.
Just call the restaurant, why don't you?
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm hungry? I'm trying to get something to eat before I faint.
Oh, the fuck you are. You're up to something.
What do you mean? What am I up to? You're telling me I don't know if I'm hungry or not? I'm hungry.
Bullshit.
Up to. Paranoia, Eddie. Para-fucking-noia. Be alert. Your tendencies are coming out all over the place. I mean, to stand there...
I'm fine.
To stand there screeching at me about what am I up to is paranoid.
Not if you're up to something, it's not.
Well, I'm not. Take my word for it. You're acting a little nuts.
I'm supposed to trust your opinion of my sanity. I'm supposed to trust your evaluation of the nuances of my sanity. You can't even tell the difference between a French and a Chinese restaurant.
I like them both.
But they're different. One is French and one is Chinese. They're totally fucking different.
Not in my inner emotional, subjective experience of them.
The tastes, the smells, the decors, the waiters, the fucking accents, and the little phrases the waiters say, and they yell at each other in these totally different languages. Does none of this make an impression on you?
It impresses me that I like them both.
Your total emotional, subjective experience must be this epic fucking fun. I mean, what do you want? Some sort of dualistic trip and everything just comes in twos and you can't decide which is which, so you're pulled taut on a goddamn high wire between people who might let some sort of definitive reaction from you in order to know.
Fuck you!
What's wrong with that?
Is that what this is about? Those two guys? I happen to mention two guys.
I just want to know if this is a pattern. French restaurants, and you can't tell the difference between people.
Oh, Eddie.
What?
Oh, Eddie.
What?
I just, really feel awful. This is really depressing. I really like you. I really do.
I mean...
What?
Well, don't feel too bad, okay?
I do. I feel bad.
We just have to talk this stuff out. I mean, this is normal. This is okay.
No.
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, look, on the basis of this, don't make any kind of, like, overall, comprehensive, kind of totally conclusive assessment here. I mean, this is an individual thing here. And
No.
Yeah, sure.
No.
I mean, what is it? It's stuff. It's other stuff. It's stuff under stuff. I mean, you're doing one thing and you think it's something else, and it's always there. The family thing, the childhood thing. Sometimes it comes up. I go off. I'm not there anymore. I'm not there.
Eddie, I think I should go.
I'm trying to explain.
What? I know all about it.
What do you know all about?
Your fucking childhood, Eddie. You told me.
What do you know?
I know all I want. What is this, a test? I know your parents were these religious lunatics, these pious frauds, these people that periodically beat the shit out of you.
Well, they don't...
I know. Your father was a minister. I know.
Well, they weren't just religious, and they didn't just...
Your father was a minister.
What denomination?
Fuck you!
Hey, you said you knew.
I don't think there's a lot more we ought to, with any honesty, allow ourselves in the way of bullshit about our backgrounds to exonerate what is our just plain mean behavior to one another.
I'm trying to explain. That's not what I'm doing.
What are you doing then?
They took me in the woods and they prayed and they beat me. They prayed and they beat me with sticks and he talked in tongues.
She broke your nose and blacked your eyes. I know.
Because I wanted to watch Range Rider on TV and she considered it a violent program. So she broke my nose. I mean, that's insane.
But I don't care, Eddie. I don't care.
What do you mean?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
It doesn't.
No. Hello? Hold on. No. It matters. And you care. What you mean is, it doesn't make any difference.
I can't stand this goddamn semantic insanity anymore. Eddie, I just can't be that specific about my feelings. I can't. Will you get off the phone?
What? Oh, no.
What?
There. Just wait there. I'll come over.
What? Oh, you look terrible, Eddie. What? Eddie, who was that? What happened? Eddie!
Phil's dead.
What?
His car. His car.
Oh, Eddie. Eddie.